Hello everyone, welcome to Unacademy. So today we are going to do a quiz on legal maxims. What exactly is a legal maxim? So you have heard of certain words in different languages like volunty non fit injuria. The definition of the meaning of it is consent that we use in the principle under tort law. So there are certain words which have been developed in some language, because back in the day in European countries we used to use Latin as a language of law. Words which have been developed in some language. So these are basically the principles that has been set forth back in the day, and we follow it. So a legal maxim can be defined as an established set or principle. Many of the legal maxims are developed in Latin. This is mainly because most of the legal maxims were developed in the medieval era in European countries that used Latin as the language of law and for the courts. Hello, Akshar. How are you? Good afternoon. So, should we start the quiz now? Everybody has joined? Let's start with the first question. Actionable per se. What do you think? For the case or end at hand, meeting of minds, in good faith, the very act is punishable, no proof of damage is required. A, B, C, or D? Come on, guys, waiting for your answers. Actionable per se. Come on, have a guess. Okay, Akshar. What about others? Akshar believes that it is the D option. So the correct answer is D. That is, the very act is punishable, no proof of damage is required. तो यहाँ पे उन actions को बोला जाता है actionable per se that do not require any allegation या any proof of additional facts to constitute a cause of action. Such a tort is actionable simply because it happened. For example, आपका trespass हो गया. If a person is unlawfully and interfering with your property, उसने आपकी fence से कूद के आ गया है, तो simply by jumping from the fence is the action for which he is liable, and that is actionable per se. Next, essentio mentium. A, B, C, or D? Hello, Pitambar. Good afternoon. I hope you are doing good. Okay, Akshar. Pitambar, would you like to take a guess? Good. So yes, essential mention means the Ajay. Hello, Ajay. Good afternoon. So no, essential mention means the meeting of minds. So in a contract, both the parties, if you are entering into a valid contract, तो दोनों parties are thinking of the same thing in the same sense. दोनों का मीटिंग ऑफ माइंड्स होना इज वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. दैट्स हाउ यू मेक अ वैलिड कॉन्ट्रैक्ट. It's basically about the terms and conditions of the contract on the basis of which you make a valid contract. तो सारी parties जो हैं, they have to understand the same things in the same sense. That is essential mention. Good afternoon, Pradeep. How are you? Next, pacta sunt servanda. तो पैक्टा सन सर्वांडा, पैक्टा से आप पैक्ट से तो समझ सकते हो. What do you understand by a pact? A pact is an agreement. Okay, the correct answer is A. Pacta sunt servanda. The treaties are legally binding. You have to understand, pacta का मतलब हो गया आपका agreement, और agreement legally binding है. ठीक है, तो this is what means pacta sunt servanda. Next, bona vacantia. What do you mean by bona? Bona fide, bona vacantia. Something vacant, something is there which is not there. Good, Akshar. Good, Pradeep. Yes. Bona vacantia means that it's a legal concept associated with a property that has no owner. So goods without an owner. Bona vacantia. It exists in various jurisdictions, but mostly it's there in English law. Next, persona non grata. Yeah, bona fide means in good faith. Okay, Pitambar, what about others? Guys, come on, be fast. Good, good. So, persona non grata means person non-wanted. It refers to a foreign person whose entry or remaining in a country is prohibited by the country's government. For example, एक foreigner India में आता है, he has a visa for 1 month. Now, if he has stayed, he has overstayed. So he will be regarded, probably government उसको ये चीज कह देगी that since you have violated the rules, आपका 1 महीने का स्टे था, आपने वो ओवरस्टे किया है, तो you are the persona non grata. Next, guys, alibi. Yes, alibi means at another place. So if you have noticed in movies, Bollywood movies, Hollywood movies, कहीं पे भी अगर आपने नोटिस किया होगा, तो किसी भी क्रिमिनल केस में जिन पे भी सस्पेक्ट होते हैं, जो भी सस्पेक्ट्स होते हैं, तो उनसे ये पूछा जाता है कि व्हाट इज योर एलिबाई एट द टाइम ऑफ द मर्डर. आप कहाँ पे थे? So if you are not present at the place of the crime, you can say I was simply I was busy in a meeting, and you have proof of that. So you were at another place. तो आपसे वो सस्पिशन जो है हट जाएगा. दिस इज alibi. Ipso facto. Yes, very good, Ajay. Akshar. Ipso facto means by the very fact itself. As the maxim suggests, remember, by the very fact itself. Next, Asio personalis moritur cum persona. यहाँ पे you have, even if you are guessing, you have to guess very smartly. So actio is action, personalis, personal, moritur is used when a person is no more, and cum persona. So a personal right of action dies with the person. So जैसे आपके कॉन्ट्रैक्ट में, टॉर्ट में ऐसी सिचुएशंस आती है, वन ऑफ द पार्टी हैज डाइड, तो आप उस पे अब कैसे केस करो? पर्सनल राइट ऑफ एक्शन डाइज विद द दैट पर्सन कैन नॉट. This maxim suggests that tort or contract actions are destroyed by the death of the injured party. Next, actum non facit reum nisi mensit rea. Good. Perfect, guys. So the act does not make one guilty unless there is guilty intent. Actus non facit guilty act के साथ साथ guilty intent भी होना जरूरी है. Actus reus go with mens rea. Just cogence. ये आपका इंटरनेशनल लॉ का प्रिंसिपल है. Guys, just cogence. Okay. Yes, I'm sure आप ये guess ही करोगे. You have to remember this, guys. Just cogence का answer is A, the preemptory norm of general international law. तो international law में ऐसा होता है कि that a particular law has been accepted by the international community of states. ठीक है, as a norm, और इसके against आपको कुछ नहीं करना है. So you just have to remember it. Preemptory norm of general international law. Pari pasu. Pari-passu is very easy. Pari-passu on an equal footing. एक जैसा. So it's D. Remember, pari-passu means on an equal footing. Non-sequitur. तो ऐसे क्वेश्चंस में आप ऐसा भी कर सकते हो. You can start eliminating options. तो लैटिन मैक्सिम से आपको एक तो आइडिया मिलेगा कि what exactly it's saying. Non sequitur. There is something that is not non. राइट, इस तरह से हो रहा है. तो आपका बी गिल्टी स्टेट ऑफ माइंड, ये तो एलिमिनेट हो गया. सी नो वन कैन बी अ जज इन हिज ओन कॉज. In the matter of, you can eliminate this also. So the answer here is non sequitur means an inconsistent statement. This is very easy, guys. Uberime fide. Come on. You all of you can answer. Good afternoon, Palak. How are you? Okay, Patambar. Waiting for others. I'm good. Thank you for asking. Good, Akshar. Palak, waiting for your answer. Uberime fide. In utmost good faith. Vox populi. As the Latin maxim suggests, it's clearly there. Come on, guys. Yes. Yes, Palak. Yes. Vox populi. Vox populi means voice of the people. Corpus Delicti. Come on, Corpus Delicti. No, it's not D. Corpus Delicti means the body of crime. ये कॉर्पस डेलिक्टाई का लिटरल मीनिंग है बॉडी ऑफ क्राइम. बॉडी ऑफ क्राइम का ये मतलब नहीं है दैट इट्स अ कॉर्प्स. ये मतलब नहीं है, बट it means the essential facts that taken together prove that a crime has been committed. So that is your body of crime कि क्या क्या facts हैं जिसके basis पे आपका crime हुआ है. Corpus delicti का ये मतलब है. De minimis lex non curate. De minimis. Lex, always remember जहां पे lex use होगा, lex is your law. ठीक है. De minimis, minimis मतलब minimal, छोटी चीजें. So the law does not notice trifling matters. De minimis lex non curate. ये आपका कॉमन लॉ प्रिंसिपल है जहां पे जजेस विल नॉट सिट इन अ जजमेंट ऑफ एक्सट्रीमली माइनर ट्रांसग्रेशंस ऑफ लॉ. The principle is that the law is not concerned with insignificant, minor, trifling matters. Next, ex post facto. Ex post facto laws. Which article of the Constitution talks about this? Do you remember? By reason of a, yes, Article 20. So basically ex post facto law बात ये करता है retrospective application of laws की. So it means by reason of a subsequent act. आपका कोई ऐसा law है which is talking about its retrospective application. Voluntary non-fit injuria, it's the easiest maxim. It's Article 20, subclause A. Perfect. No, 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 no. B कैसे होगा? Voluntary non-fit injuria is the maxim for consent. So we use it as a defense that if a person has consented to it, plaintiff ने अगर consent किया हुआ है, तो there is no injury. So to a willing person, injury is not done. Tort law में, to a willing person, injury is not done. If the plaintiff has consented to the act, so there is no legal injury that has taken place. That is your voluntary non-fit injury. Always remember that it is with respect to consent. Ubi just ibi remedium. Very, very easy. जस्ट का मतलब आपका लॉ हो गया, राइट, एंड रेमेडी. जस्ट का मतलब आप लॉ बोल सकते हो, जस्ट का मतलब यू कैन से राइट, लीगल राइट. ओके, सो वेयर देयर इज अ राइट देयर इज अ रेमेडी. जहां पे आपकी लीगल इंजरी होगी वहां पे यू हैव द रेमेडी ऑल्सो. क्यू फेसिट पर एलियम फेसिट पर से. अक्षर, no plus class today, but we have a special class. We study this in vicarious liability, guys. I've given you such a big hint. Yes, it says qui facet per alium facet per se. A person who acts through another acts by himself. So if a master is asking his servant to do some act, it is understood that the master is doing the acts by himself. It is deemed to be done by the master. So remember, Q facet per alium facet per se means he who acts through another acts by himself. Just naturally. Just is your law. Always remember, just जहां पे भी या तो वो लीगल राइट की बात करेगा, वो लॉ की बात करेगा. Yes, the answer is B, natural law. No, not B. Justice नहीं होगा, law. Just का मतलब law and yes, it's B, natural law. Mala in se. Mala in se. Something that is, yes, good Pitambar. Something that is bad in themselves. Something malified, something bad. It is a mala in se. Basically, you can say it's a Latin maxim meaning wrong or evil. The phrase is used to conduct assessed as sinful or something which is inherently wrong in themselves, bad in themselves. Next, per curiam. Okay, C A. Per curiam means in the opinion of the court. per the curiam, court के according. Curiam is the word used to denote the bench that is giving the opinion. So it's basically refers to the appellate court's decision and unanimous argument written. Next, obiter dicta, very important. ये आपका confusing होता है. Obiter dicta, ratio decidendi, stare decisis. These are three words जिसमें confusion होता है. Good. The obiter dicta are the things which has been said. Yes, yes, very good. So the things said in the passing of a judgment. So while passing the judgment, sometimes the judges they explain it in the open court and they say some reasoning. They give some reasoning which is not the part of the judgment, but they have been said in the passing of a judgment. So that is obiter dicta. Next, ratio decidendi. Okay, don't get confused. Ratio decidendi यहाँ पे आपका it's D. Yes, none of the above. Ratio decidendi. Remember the ratio of the judgment. The reasons that the judges have given in the decision. Decidendi is the decision in the judgment. So the reasons which form a part of your judgment is ratio decidendi. Good guys, very good. Res judicata. Very easy. Perfect, guys. So, yes, it's C, a case that has already been decided. That is your res judicata, and you cannot file the same case on the same facts and the same laws. आप फिर से नहीं फाइल कर सकते जिसमें आपको एक reasoned order कोर्ट ने पास कर दिया है. Quantum merit. Very easy. Quantum merit. आपका जितना मेरिट है उसके हिसाब से quantum is the measure. Yes. So as much as it is deserved. Perfect. तो आंसर इज ए. क्वांटम मेरिट आपकी आप जितना डिजर्व करते हो उतना ही. एक्टोरी इनकॉम्बिट ओनस प्रोबेंडी. ओनस का मतलब द ओनस इज ऑन विच पार्टी. ओनस मीन्स burden of proof. So इससे you have, since you know the meaning of onus, you can eliminate two options. C and D has been eliminated. Now, according to the Latin, the wordings of the Latin maxim, try to decipher actori incumbit onus probendi. So yes, the answer is A. The burden of proof lies on the plaintiff. In limine. No, in limine means on the threshold. You have to remember this, on the threshold. इसका मतलब होता है अगर कोई एक मोशन पास हुआ है that it is in limine, it means that is tabled by one of the party. एक पार्टी ने इस चीज को बहुत पहले initially in the trial ये चीज बोल दिया है on the threshold. This fact is already there. Inter vivos. Inter vivos, guys. Try to guess. Between. Inter vivos means between living persons. Inter vivos is a legal term referring to transfer or gift made during one's lifetime. एक person दूसरे person को gift की तरह कुछ देता है, तो that is inter vivos, between living persons, under the subject of trust. Respondeat superior. Again, this is a principle. I'm giving you a hint. Principle of vicarious liability. Principle of vicarious liability, guys. Okay, Aman. What about others? No, Baba, it's a principle of vicarious liability. So the answer is let the principal answer. Okay, respondeat superior. Principal will be answerable for the acts of his servant. Quo warranto. Come on, guys. Perfect. Yes, quo warranto means by whose authority. It's a writ that could be passed by Supreme Court under Article 32 or High Court under 226. Yes, perfect, guys. Injurious in damnum. ये तो बहुत easy है. Injury without damage. Injury without damage. That is injurious in damnum, which is used under tort law. Caveat emptor. No, caveat emptor is let the buyer beware. Always remember emptor जो use होता है, that is for buyer. Caveat emptor is a principle that states that buyer alone is responsible for checking the quality and the sustainability of the goods before a purchase is made. The buyer has to be very careful. He has to be beware. Buyer purchases at his own risk in the absence of an express warranty. Yes, it's let the buyer beware. That's it, guys. Now we are going to continue. Seller के लिए it's vendor. So let's continue on Monday. Monday we have another session at 12:30 p.m. only at this time. So let's continue then. All right. Thank you so much. See you in special classes. If you want to join my Telegram channel, you can simply refer to the link provided in the description box. There's a link for Unacademy classes also. And if you want to take the subscription, you can use my referral code Tanvi S10.